welcome into my 41st Rise of Kingdoms video, and today we are going to be talking about a particular topic that is, I'm going to be honest, it's more drama than anything else. But first let me get rid of this attack map and everything, like we don't need it right now, right? So, long story short, for title, my farm got attacked. And this happened yesterday. I was at work. I just logged in as per usual during my break, my big break. I just logged in into device to basically reset my marches. I tried to find time at the work to do it at least like 3 times, meaning that I do it once in the morning when I go to work, I do it once in the big break, and once when I leave work, and then I do it at least once or twice when I'm at home. So I basically send marches for my farm 5 times a day. This is my only farm, so any resources that I'm making right now, it's really huge for me, and it really helps me a lot. Like it's kind of like a take it, kind of like the big difference into my KVK, or at least it was supposed to be. The reason why you see so little resources is because right now I'm taking my farm to level 22, and to be honest, I was doing great. But yesterday, I log in during my big break, and I see that I just had to heal a lot of troops. So I was like, what just happened? And boom, my city was attacked by AS Butterfly. Well, not my city, I would say my marches. This march was attacked as well, this march was attacked as well, and this march was attacked as well. It was kill event. So this guy basically had killed all my farming troops. Now you might be like, well, what's the big deal? Like, of course it is a big deal, but why is it important to make a video? Because unfortunately, if I manage to find it here and you're just gonna see it, 49, well, that's 50k units died. This is 2000 units died, this is 32k units died, and this is another 40k units died. Now for anyone with simple math, you would see that I lost over 120k troops, like at least, like something in those numbers. I didn't lose them as in they got wounded and I can just heal them. I lost them in the sense that they died, so now I apologize. I've been sick lately, but now I have to retrain 120k troops. So immediately I was pissed off. Like it took me so long to train the troops for my farm because to be honest, it's a farm. Like I really have not invested into my barracks or anything else. They're like low level and everything, like level 12, level 18, whatever it's taking me to take my city to 22. But over that, I really haven't invested much in troop training. So I was immediately pissed. So immediately, this guy was in AS Alliance when he attacked me. So immediately, I first talked to this guy. I sent him the reports and everything, and I asked him. This guy, by the way, is the owner or the R5 of the AS Alliance, one of the alliances where I was previously, and he's a really good guy. Now I asked him, where is this guy? 50k wounded and 40k dead. What the hell just happened? And guys, I was at work here, so at the moment I thought that I only had 40k dead. I didn't know that I had 120k, just as I showed you right now. I really thought I had only 40k. I was still pissed, like just. Anyway, he's like, I want to find him. I'm looking globally, and please do, I'm at work right now, but I will reply late. Now, I did manage to find him myself through search, but he still was a really good guy, and he sent me the screenshot. He told me there is your guy, Butterfly A, Arrow 7 Alliance. So immediately I find him, and there's been like some huge talking in here, and I just really want to get all the way back to the drama because honestly, I'm like so damn pissed off with everything that's been going on. So I tell him, you attacked my city, I got 50k wounded and 40k permanently dead. Now again, I thought that I had only 40k dead up till this point. I really hadn't looked at the reports just yet because I will talk to the leadership later, but prepare for a huge fine. 40k dead means I cannot farm properly. And he's like, send me a picture of your troops. I'm really sad. Sorry, I didn't really know that they were going to die, which to be honest, I really don't really care about this because whenever they're going to die or they're not going to die, you really should not have attacked me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I will pay you. So I give him like a quick update. I'm telling him these troops, I needed them to farm. It will take me over 3 to 4 weeks to get them back. And I will explain to you why, what that actually means. Meaning you need to pay me the resources that I would collect in 1 month with 2 marches. That is about 4 million resources per day, and I was going easy on him, times 30 days, which is the time that I would need to basically get back on my feet again. And that is 120 million resources. Now, when I'm talking about 40k units, you guys need to realize that was 40k units that they were siege units. So for me to train 40,000 siege units from the start, it's not easy. For me to train 40,000 of all types of units, it is kind of easier. But for me to train 40,000 siege units, now that's a big pain. These are the 40 million K who died. Of course, this is the one I sent you, where it just shows me the 40K. I had not seen this at the time. Like, I just scrolled to them real quick. I thought they were like basically the same thing, you know? So that's why I was going with 40K. But like I showed you before, it was way over that. So I'm like, I don't care, man. Even if they only got wounded, you have zero right to attack my troops. Actually, I have 80k dead now. I'm seeing the reports. Now, at this moment, I saw another reports. I was like, I jumped all the way to 40k to 80k, and that was the 49k other one. I have talked to the leadership, and either you will pay me or they will zero your city, killing everything and taking all the resources. I'm willing to wait 12 more hours for an answer. After this, I will notify them that you have not replied, and they go from there. Now, you need to realize, guys, I was like super pissed off. I talked to the leadership and everything, and they just told me we will take care of it. But in my own way, I was really, really hoping that they were just gonna tell me, just do it your own, man. Like, I was definitely gonna go all out against this guy. I really couldn't care much. Even if I couldn't do it on myself, I would just get like a few friends as well, EX, Bigless, and everyone else, and just burn the living hell out of this guy. Which, by the way, he said, well, apparently it's a girl. My mistake. Like during the conversation, she said that she's a girl. I don't know how much that can be trusted. To be honest, I don't really care much about it. Whenever it's a male or a female, it's the same stuff for me. It makes no zero difference. Anyway, he said like I'm willing to pay you. Just send me your reports and everything. So you have the reports of my deaths. I've already healed my troops. Anyway, I send him all of this and I tell him these are my dead units. He's like, I'm really sorry about it. I really didn't know. So anyway, I sent him my wounded units. I forgot that I had made a screenshot about it. And he's like, sorry. And I told him I have nothing personal, man. But you did not feel bad when you killed my troops. So I'm sorry, but I don't believe it that much. It's like, I understand that. So I like, we have rules, you broke them. Oh, yeah, he said, I can pay you now, but I can pay you a little bit later. Basically, this means I cannot pay you into this in this instant. Again, I don't really speak that language much, but I do understand part of it. Like I do understand. I believe it's Portuguese, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know. Like Portuguese, Spanish seem kind of similar to me because I don't know either one of them. So I might do a big mistake on that. I'm really sorry. Anyway, we have rules. You broke them, and now it's gonna cost you a million to go as low as 80 million resources. Since I understand 120 million is too much. But make no mistake, 120 million is the minimum that I would have collected by having one more March available. I said 80k, but it appears I have lost more than 100k units. And again, like if you see the numbers, it's true. Like I went from 40k to 80k to 100k to 120k. Like I just didn't know how much units I lost. I was so furious. I wasn't even looking at the reports. But I guess I did prove that I had 120k, so don't feel like I'm lying in here. So it's like 80 million is too much, man. They were only T2, and I was like, yes, but they are dead, meaning I cannot farm. You are not paying me for my wounded troops. I did not even calculate those, and that is true. I did not send him a hospital bill. You are paying me for the resources I cannot collect now because I am missing troops. So it's like they were T1. I was like, again, I told you, I did not give you a hospital bill. There is too much. I keep telling this guy that, or this girl, that they were not a hospital bill. What it actually was me calculating how much damage he did to me by attacking me, because right now I do not have full marches. And I will explain to you why I have 4 marches. Like, basically, before I used to do level 6 or level 5 resources, now I'm all the way down to level 4, and I basically had to speed up a lot of stuff. Like, I just had to speed up a lot of siege for me to be able to at least farm with 4 marches again. But I need to use a lot of speed ups for once, that naturally you cannot get them, and two, I still cannot farm level 5 or level 6. I do not have the troops for it. I only have enough for level 4 farming marches, and that is a huge deal, because for me who's working, I'm working 8 hours, so I got like 2 times, well, actually 3 times that I'm sending marches. So whenever the difference between level 4 it's and level 6, it's a huge amount of 400k, 400k, I believe, wood and food difference between level 6 and level 4. And at the same time, that's like, no, it's even better. It's even greater, if I'm right. Like, that's 1.2 million to 600k, so that's about half. Like, level 6 has about twice as much as level 4. So now imagine that right now I'm losing, when I'm at work, I'm losing 600k from each one of these marches. Now I'm losing basically 2.4 million resources uh, per march, but I sent 3 marches during a day. So that is what, guys? That is, let me do the math right now. The calculator, let's get the calculator in here. Let's see, and that is 2.4 million times 3 times. I am losing around, well, 7.2 million, but let's just go with 7. I am losing 7 million resources. I'm basically losing, let me just go like this, like 2.4 times 3, it is equal 7.2 million resources per day. And this is like per day that I'm losing during the times I'm at work. This is how much I'm losing per day. Now, for me to get back all the troops that I lost, it would take me, let's just say, about a month. It would take me longer, but let's just say about a month, because it's definitely 40k siege, and it's 120k in total, maybe even more, but it's at least 40k siege. So now for me to get those units back, it's gonna cost me like a month. So let's just go with 7.2 million times 30 days, and if I'm not right, that is about 210. Let me just go with equal here. That's about 210 million resources that I'm losing. So now I did, like, the reason why I told him 120 million is because you really cannot tell to someone 210 million resources for attacking your farm, even though it's right. Like, if I do the math, it's right. This is the damage that he's causing me right now. He's causing me over 200 million of damage for this KVK, because I will spend a full month, which is all the time of the KVK, for me to retrain my troops instead of just farming. So I will lose big time. But anyway, we kept on talking, and I guess at the end I was starting to feel like a little bit bad for him, because in the end I told him it's not good to take the rules. I told him, take your time. I will give you until 1st of December to collect the resources. You got more than 1 month. So I gave him basically 1 month of time. Since I see there is a huge damage done to you, and I went with 120 million at first, I said I'm going to 60 million. So I basically halved. I went half of whatever I told him, which wasn't even full damage. Like, basically, this is from 200 million resources, I went all the way to 60 million. For you guys to understand, that's about 30% of the resources. So it's like, so chica, basically that means I'm a girl. Sorry, my bad, not easy to tell someone gender in here. Well, you have 34 days. That should be enough to heal your troops and gather again. So he's like, I'm going to check my farm to see how much resources it has to pass something to you. I told him 60 million should not be hard, even though I'm still losing hard this KVK, and I meant that I'm still losing over 150 million resources by what you did. But I told him, heal your troops first and then collect for me, because it was more important for me to actually be good to this guy or girl, whatever. Like, I wasn't really trying to be a bad guy. And you might be like, why are you actually bringing it up to YouTube? Because things went kind of south way. This one, and I will explain to you later. Anyway, I told him this won't be a good KVK for you, and it said for 2 stars, which was basically the reward for the kill event, you gave up on so much other better rewards if you had an easy KVK. Anyway, he said some stuff like, I'm going to the hospital, I don't feel good, I have a big headache. I didn't really pay attention much to that because, to be honest, it feels like a lot like he was faking it. He or she, whatever. Now let's just go to my main because that is where I continued my conversation. Yeah, this is definitely some drama in here. It's gonna take me about another 10 minutes, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna like explain everything. So, you repeat that we are still fighting. Anyway, let's just go to this guy. Right. First of all, I want to mention this guy, Alex KLK98. First of all, he's a big watcher of my YouTube channel, and I really thank him for that. So I want to go a little bit with my I guess if I chat with him, I guess. Anyway, just normal resource. Let's see, where's the start? Like I don't really. Sorry, I've not been able to keep up with YouTube. I was a local marathon, yeah, stuff like that. But anyway, I've been talking to him a little bit before this happened. Anyway, he's like, hi, do you have the profile of the guy who hit your farm? Because I sent it to Kingdom, all the reports, and I was like, this is the guy. I'm really pissed because I got over 40k dead, and again, I thought I had only 40k dead at the moment. It'll take me weeks to get those back, and I can't 4 March farm anymore, so it's a huge damage to me. He's like, I understand. I can't seem to find him in RO, just normal resource penalty won't cut it. He was there at that time. Wait, I have a message from him for my farm, and that's why I messaged him to make sure that if he changed the name or anything, I could still track him. Of course, you do have his ID and everything, but I really wanted to have like not be able to search all the way through the map with ID instead when I just have him here. Anyway, so I was like, he probably changed name. I found him for him, and he was like, if you find him, he will be most likely zeroed unless he pays a great compensation. I was like, okay, I'll keep a watch on him. He was in AS when he attacked me, switched to our own, so he moves a lot, it seems. Anyway, I told him I would work right now because my my big break was finishing, so yeah, I told him when you come back, you can talk to him and tell him he will be zeroed very soon if he doesn't pay. You can send him screenshots of all this. He's like, so I was like, he's in SO7 now, which is the second greatest, which is the alliance that I'm in. My main is in. Like we were actually the same alliance, but I didn't really want to talk to him. Anyway, I looked. So basically, I did the same math with him, and he was a really good guy. Like he tried to understand. He even told me I saw a video, but I told him like I need at least 80 million resources, and he's like, let me just see where I told him I need 80 million resources. Yep. I told him I need 80k resources. He's like, okay, request that from him. I guess you can read the rest. So I told him, hey man, can I bother with something else? Crusader camps. Okay, that's another that's another story, man. Also about my situation, the guy who attacked me was zeroed. I was just talking to him right now. He was willing to pay the fine as well, so I felt kind of bad for it. Did he attack anyone else or just me? Now I did feel kind of bad because the guy who attacked me, he did not get zeroed. Like I had the wrong information, but his AFK troops on the map did get attacked, so I was kind of feeling bad. So I was like, um, he was like, I removed this trader title. He was not zeroed. Some of his AFK troops were hit, but he got no deaths. Yeah, let me know when he pays up. Thank you. I'm in the war, and I told him no, I'm at work. I was actually at my big break at work, so I really couldn't join. This was today, but now here comes the sad part. This guy really, or this girl really, has a lot of talk. He kept saying it's too much, it's too much, it's too much, it's too much, it's too much. So I kept doing the math and I kept telling him that Whatever I'm requesting for you is basically nothing compared to what I'm losing. The only reason why I'm requesting those from you is because you big deserve it. Oh, that's a lot of lost units. Anyway, that's just because you deserve it. And but you deserve a lot worse, man. You really deserve a lot worse. But I'm just willing to be a good guy, so I'm not gonna go that hard on you. So just send me 60 million resources. Now he's like, I talked to this guy, Alex, and he told me that I can only pay you 40 million resources. Now, I agreed with this guy for 80 million. He told me that's okay. And then this guy told me I talked to him and we agreed on 40 million, even though I told him exactly why it was 80 million at least. And I did agree with this guy on 60 million, by the way. I know that's like a huge numbers game, so you're probably getting confused right now. But let me just say like this. I asked 80 million from him, but I told him, and I did confirm them with Alex, but I did tell Butterfly later that he could even go as low as 60 million. I was fine with it. The thing is, these two talked to each other and they agreed that they would only give me 40 million. Here's where I'm kind of pissed off. Now, because Alex is, I guess, is a watcher of my videos, I low-key closed an eye and I told him, since you talked to the leadership, I will agree with 40 million. But I really want to make sure that you understand I'm not happy at all. I will just say that much. I'm really not happy with the decision making. I'm not happy at how things went in the end, because in the end, this guy paid 40 million. Well, he hasn't paid yet. He will pay me 40 million resources. He has yet to pay them, and I really hope he doesn't, because I'm really pissed off right now. So if he could get zeroed, I would not feel bad with 40 million. But anyway, um, I told him since Alex said so, I will agree to the terms, but I'm really pissed off about that. Like, I'm really pissed off about it. So I even told him, like, hey man, Butterfly told me that you instructed him that 40 million was enough. Since it's you who told him, I'm willing to accept it. Since it's you who told him, I'm willing to accept it. But it is a lot lower than the damage he caused to me. I sent him screenshots where I have 100k dead troops not wounded, dead. Meaning I can't just heal them. Instead, I will need to retrain them, so any long-term farming, that really is a huge loss for me. Anyway, I will take the deal, but I am at a loss on this one, and I really don't think people should be left off that easily when they do this sort of things. It's like, bro, 40 million, mostly T1 and T2, isn't that difficult to train. If you feel like he owes you more, talk to him. I am occupied with the war, sorry. So I told him it's 100k, and I will not farm. That's 100k that I got to retrain, and I will not farm from 1 March in the meantime. Anyway, I'm ending the drama here because, to be honest, I really don't want to make drama. Like, I hate to do drama. I just love it when people get what they deserve. But I really hate drama. So I told him I will end the drama here, but I definitely am not happy about it. Now, I'm gonna play like I'm gonna be honest. This guy really helped. Okay? I'm gonna be as honest as to say this guy helped. Nobody else from DR7 actually took, I would say, notice or even care, or at least maybe they weren't online at the time, but or maybe this guy told them I will talk to him. I don't know, but this guy really helped. So for that, I will say really thank you for that. Like I will just judge this guy on both things. I'm not just gonna be like, well, the ending was bad, so he's a bad guy. I don't like him. I will go with he was a good guy. He really helped me. Just I didn't like the end, the way the things ended, but I'm willing to accept it. Like, I'm willing to accept it out of the respect that I have for this guy. I'm willing to accept those terms, but I'm not happy with the terms. Like, I would like to say that much. I'm losing big time resources in here. And on the other hand, this guy's gonna give me 40 million resources. He's not even gonna fill them. He's gonna attack someone else again. I'm pretty sure that he will. Like, I'm just sure that he will. If he has to send only 40 million resources for 2 golden stars and he has millions of them, I will do it as well. I would do it as well if the penalty was 40 million. The only reason why I wanted this other guy to pay more to me was because I wanted to teach him a lesson. That those 2 stars that you got were worth 30 million to 40 million resources each. That means you wasted 3 or 4 months, well, I would say 2 or 3 weeks of farming just to pay me off. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't really I didn't really care about the resources, to be honest. Well, I do care about the resources, but you have to understand when I'm losing 200 million resources and I'm getting 600, when I'm losing 200 million resources and instead I'm requesting 60 million, that's like a huge loss for me. So I don't really care about that 60 million when I'm still 140 million short. But I'm only gonna get 40 million right now. This is what I'm gonna get. I still have to get them, to be honest. I'm not gonna be like I've gotten yet. I still have to get them. But it's too much. Like the rewards definitely were not what I was expecting. Like I'm definitely not happy with the ending in here. So yeah, that's pretty much the drama and everything that's been going on. I really didn't have time to make to share the story yesterday, even because it wasn't finished yet. So I really had to make like a part one or part two, and I really didn't want to do that. I just wanted to end this with one video. But yeah, this is basically what's been going on. My farm got attacked. I'm really pissed off about it. I still am really pissed off about it. I really wish somehow I could make this guy pay, but I'm not gonna be the bad guy who attacks the city. Not neither do I want to get in trouble for doing that, but I would at least hope that he would have given me more resources. But I'm not gonna talk to him, whatever. Just I'm not gonna go through the drama, through everything else. Like if the leadership said 40 million is fine, I guess I will take their word and just be like, for fine, 40 million is fine. But anyway, yeah, this is pretty much what happened. I still have to get, like I said, my resources. I haven't gotten them yet, but I've given him time until I guess the 1st of December. Even though I just don't want to talk to this guy anymore, you know. I really don't want to talk to this guy anymore because I would be like, if it's less resources, you could send them to me sooner, but whatever. Let him send whatever he wants. Anyways, like, I would have paid you, but my troops got killed as well. So I was like, your troops are your problem, and you are the one who broke the rules, not me. You paid to the kingdom, not me. As far as I'm concerned, I'm losing more than 100 million resources in the meantime, and 40 is nothing. But since Alex said 40 million, I will respect his decision. But that is barely 30% of the resources I will lose for this KVK just because you wanted to take my farm. Now, I don't want any more words. Whatever you have the time, whenever you have the time, send me my resources and let's get this over with. So I got a thumbs up. I don't know when my resources are coming. I just hope they come or before the 1st of December, because if they do not, I will be really happy about it. I will just take my city over him and just burn this guy to the ground with, of course, the authority of the leadership. And yeah, there's the latest drama that has happened to me lately, and I hope that I did the right thing by sharing it. I just want to be like, whenever you get attacked by someone, you really gotta be, every kingdom or every leadership really gotta be tough. Okay, this guy didn't just by mistake attack one of my farms. He attacked all four of my farms. That's not a mistake. That is definitely not a mistake. You didn't do that by mistake, man. You did that intentionally. You knew what you were doing. You wanted those kills. You wanted to break the rules. You wanted those rewards. So you really should be punished. But I don't feel like we should punish people just like this. Like, we should really punish them properly. They should have some amount of, he should feel that punishment. Like, if he's gonna send me 40 million resources, he will probably not even feel that. If he sends me 60 million, 80 million, 100 million, whatever, he will feel that. He will not do that mistake again because he knows that he needs to collect then 100 million resources for the guy. I'm like a huge, huge, huge fan of big fines. I feel like the society needs to work on fines. That's just the way it is. If you want a proper server and impose proper rules, then make proper fines. If you do joke fines like 5 million resources, 10 million resources, whatever bullshit like that, people will just break the rules over and over again because for them it's nothing. Like, for a guy who has like 10 farms, 40 million resources is nothing. He will gather those in like half a day or something. He will pay you and then re-attack you just for fun. He will attack you twice and then send you another 40 million resources and then attack you and then send another 40 million resources and then attack you and just do that like 5 times before he's satisfied. Anyway, yeah, this is pretty much everything that's been going on. I'm gonna end it here. I don't feel like there's anything else that I want to share about this. Oh, we won. What did we win? King Bow. I just see where. Huh. Oh, it appears that they attacked this guy's city. What the hell? And he lost. Good job, man. Honestly, good job. Dead 80k, dead 100k. Good damn job, guys. Okay, that's really good job. That's a really good job. Anyway, guys, thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think about the drama. Am I going too hard on the guy, or am I right about the way I'm thinking, or whatever? Like, basically, just give me an opinion on everything. I would love to hear more about it from anyone who watches the video. So yeah, thank you all for stopping by. Like and subscribe if you like the content. Unlike if you do not like the content, and just comment whatever you do not like or whatever you like. Yeah, see you into the next one. Laters.